Hi everyone, I'm Rohit and I'm going to talk about my product YQ for, and this is the weekly update too. So firstly, something that I learned this week is how I can better identify my customer base, because last week it was pretty broad and was uh, I said my customer base was any mass footfall institution like airport, supermarkets, or amusement parks, etc. But as it turns out from the customer interviews that I conducted, that my customer base is more focused on businesses that have customers which are crunched for time, like supermarkets, fast food restaurants, concerts, etc. So the experiment that I conducted this week was I asked a few students to manually stand in line for supermarket billing, and then I also um in the second round I gave them some time. I asked them the amount of time that they would take, approximately take, to pick up stuff, and I gave them their turn for billing immediately after they were done. So the result was that people spent considerably less time, about 40 to 75% less, depending on how many supplies they wanted to pick. So my key learning from this week is that people who are crunched for time prefer getting the work done than quality. For instance, when people go to fast food restaurants, and they have like classes or meetings to get to in the next 15 minutes, and when they have long queues in their preferred restaurants, so they're not able to get meals from their preferred restaurants. So in turn they have to settle for ones that are available, because getting food is more important for them, right? So this is exactly what my product can solve, and this might make a good argument for a good selling point uh, to convince businesses to pay for my product. And some struggles that I've faced this week are simply that what would be the amount that the people would be willing to pay for these combined services, and if I would be able to get like a proper patent for these services, and also how do I get licensing rights for developing a social media platform similar to Instagram that I for live queues that I mentioned in my packet. And a potential concern is that if the result of a hypothesis that produces a range, and the metric that I used was a single figure, how do I determine if the hypothesis failed or passed? Thank you. That'll be all.